Hey folks, Dude here. Coming up on Friday. No, wish I could say it was for better things on March 18th. Um, my producer on Around the Cabin, Rich, also known as Rich the Rich Hunter, is having some issues. And of all things, let me give you a little backstory here. Rich came out of the service, was injured, depressed, did the comfort eating thing, packed on a lot of weight, had a heart attack. Lost the weight, is now pretty much in pretty decent health. By and large, of course, you get a little older, you start having like health things coming up, and you start having like things you have to attend to. And he got up this morning and was feeling, lightheaded, dizzy, nauseous. I don't know if his like jaw was aching or left arm was hurting or anything along those lines. The classic heart attack stuff. The cold sweats, those things you really got to look out for. There's like five things you really got to look out for to say it's indigestion versus a heart attack. If you wake up and you're disoriented, you're dizzy, your jaw hurts, your left arm hurts, and you're feeling nauseous, cold sweats sometimes, those are things that are telling you this is not stuff to ignore. Your heart is having problems, or there's another circulatory issue. You better get on the stick and get looked at pronto. Now, of all things, Rich basically said he woke up and he had some of those issues. Well, he's a heart patient. He's got nitro tabs. He knows when to pop a nitro. He knows when things aren't right. And most importantly of all, he knows when to go, okay, it's time to stop trying to, be the hero here and get looked at by the medicos because there's something really seriously foobar and I am possibly in major distress. And that's the thing, if you get to heart issues soon, there's really only two or three kinds of heart attacks. There's the one that, you're done. You're DRT, dead right there. Bam, gone, bye, see ya. Can't fix you at all. Just everything went tits up. You're done. There's a second version, which is pretty much your classic heart attack. Shooting pain down the arm, jaw ache, nausea, disorientation, cold sweats. This is stuff you can't ignore, okay? Then there's the third heart attack. You're like, oh man, heartburn. I just ate something or drank something. It's not agreeing with me. And it's a low grade heart attack. You have pretty much like the case of, you have aches, you have pains, you really don't have the jaw, you really don't have the arm, and you're just kind of not feeling great. That's the one that kills a lot of people because they go, oh, I think I just pulled something or I got indigestion or something just doesn't feel right. And what it is your heart is on the cusp of a myocardial infarction. And there's a few ways you actually could have a heart attack. Number one would be the rhythm going completely screwy, which would be tachycardia, brachycardia, or arrhythmia. Tachycardia, tachy means fast. Brachycardia means you're skipping beats. I believe I'm correct enough with brachycardia for skipping beats. Then finally there's the last one, which is arrhythmia, where everything's just kind of like everything is going wrong. Your heart can't keep rhythm at all. It's doing something called fibrillation, where it's just kind of shivering. It's not really giving good contractional beats and actually keeping syncopation to keep blood flowing from the bottom squeeze to the top squeeze to keep blood moving. And these things can really seriously kick your tail. That third one, though, is the one that kills most people because they blow it off and go, it just don't feel right. I'm okay. I'll take some Tylenol and that'll fix me up. No, Tylenol will not fix you up. If you start having any kind of heart issues, number one, and this is huge, this saves a lot of people. Number one, get an aspirin, put it in your mouth, and start sucking on it instantly. Number two, as you're sucking on that aspirin, you punch up 911 or you let somebody else know, I am in distress. I think it is a heart attack. You're a layman. You don't know for sure. You know your own body to some degree, but you don't know the danger signals when things are really going south and tits up. Get some assistance ASAP. Ring them up. Get them to transport you. If nothing else, you get looked at and they go, okay, well, we've knocked off the heart attack. We know it's probably X, Y, and Z. And that's the thing, too, is there's a lot of people that have false signals, and they think it's a heart attack. It is not a heart attack, but it does not serve you any way, shape, and form to blow off a potential heart attack, go home, and go, I'm okay, lay it down, go to sleep, and never wake up again, which happens to a lot of people. Or 3 days later, you have the secondary. You have the third. You have the fourth, where everything is the line of dominoes, each one falling down bigger than the last. And the major one that kills a lot of people is blood clots. You get a blood clot, it works its way into your heart muscle, it works its way into part of your heart muscle, and it creates a stoppage. Now, of that stoppage that it just created, heart muscle does not like to lose food, and it does not like to lose oxygen. If you deny your heart muscle, well, nutrients and oxygen, read blood flow, by blood clot sticking up some major artery around your heart muscle will die. Now, here's the thing, too. The heart muscle that you have at birth is the muscle fibers that are going to be in your heart all of your life. They do not regenerate, they do not grow, and the only way you fix a heart is by putting in another heart or patching the materials. Mrs. Dude is a classic example of that. She is a heart patient. She's got the zipper. She literally has the zipper. If she wears a low shirt, you can see the scar. She was a full-on, crack the chest open, hardcore, put them on bypass, kill them, bring them back, kind of heart surgery, where she literally had to have her pericardium snipped into pieces and made into a patch to fix part of her heart that was missing as a birth defect. Now, that is also something else, too, that you have to take further down the road. If you ever had a heart attack previously, you are very, very attuned to when something else is coming down the pike to say, I'm not feeling good today, and it doesn't feel like something that it shouldn't be feeling like. If you have a heart attack in the past, you know about it in the future to get looked at, and don't play games. Now, of all those things, I've had so many people going, well, dude, you're a candidate for a heart attack, you're this, that, and the other thing, and blah, 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 blah. Now, I do actually have mild arrhythmia. It comes up every once in a while. I'll flip a couple beats, and, I'll actually miss some heartbeats. Like, my heart will actually, go, and it'll actually stop for about a second or two, and then, reboot on its own. That's something my dad had. My dad actually did pass last year from a heart attack. Now, of all those things they did for me personally is they put me on an EKG, and they looked at me and they said, dude, your numbers are dead square. The only thing we're concerned about is blood pressure. So my HBP, high blood pressure, is under control. The other thing that they were very concerned about is their secondary issues. Personally, I'm looking good. But if you guys could put out a word for Rich the Ridge Hunter, either on Around the Cabin on Facebook, which is literally just Around the Cabin, or also on aroundthecabin.com, put in a good word for him, let him know that you're thinking about him. And his update where he posted, I'm laying in the hospital bed, I just got this medication, that medication. He's kind of doped up. He's kind of not happy about it. But he actually wanted to give kind of everybody an update as to what's going on and let him know how things are going. But if you guys could put in a good word on Facebook, Around the Cabin, and let Rich know you're thinking about him, I would truly appreciate it. I would consider it a major, major favor done to me personally, and I thank you guys in advance. But those people who are looking down the pike, looking down the barrel of a gun, staring them square in the face for some heart issue, don't play games, okay? If you have something coming down the pike and it doesn't feel right, get looked at. Do not blow it off. There's so many people that come around our age group going into their 40s, just bam. 30s, bam. Marathon runners. Guys are in amazing shape. They've been doing it for such a long time. This is a funny story about marathon runners. Marathon runners' hearts are so efficient with all the running and all the other cardiovascular stuff they've done. Their heart rate is like 30 to 40 beats per minute. If they stand up fast, they faint. Because literally they get up so fast, all the blood that was in between the heartbeats that was going for their head got shoved down by the gravity pushing down. So literally they stand up too fast and they faint. So they have about the same problem as a person with heart issues. They're not getting enough blood pressure to their brain, and their brain goes, they're down. But if you guys could put a good word into Rich, I'd truly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'm going to break off on this one. Eat good, keep centering, as always, you know and you love it. Don't F with your heart. It will make your day end quickly. Heart attacks are no joke. See you guys.